Hey friend, welcome to a vlog. My husband and I decided for our anniversary this year that we would use our tax return to travel across the country to New York City. Our plane left at 12:08 a.m., so we tried to get a little shut-eye on the way there, which proved to be difficult because the guy behind us was watching sports without headphones, like any considerate person would do on a plane. Eventually, I looked out the window to see the sunrise, so I knew we were almost there. As soon as we landed, we took an Uber to our hotel, but it was way too early to check in, so we walked a few blocks to a restaurant called Le Pain Quotidien, which literally translates to the Daily Bread. This was an adorable French-style cafe that was the perfect breakfast spot. I got a mint lemonade and Justin got a coffee, which is weird because he never likes coffee, but I guess the big city changed him. For breakfast, I probably got the most delicious breakfast Sammy I've ever had in my life, and Justin literally got a basket of bread. After breakfast, we walked across the street to beautiful Bryant Park, where Justin enthusiastically pointed out this turquoise building.
That is a blue turquoise building.
We watched New York's early risers ice skate a bit and did a little bit of wandering around. We made our way to Rockefeller Center to watch more people ice skate, and then eventually wandered our way into Central Park, where we spent a good amount of time just taking in the atmosphere and soaking everything in. It was unfortunately really windy, but the clouds were moving super fast, so that was neat. After killing a few hours, we decided to head back to our hotel and sit at the bar while we waited for them to give us a room key. Justin had some rum chata drink, and I ate a bunch of pita bread and hummus until the guy at the desk came down from heaven to find us at the bar to tell us that our room was finally ready. So we crashed for a nice nap. When we woke up, it was dinner time. We wanted pizza, so we walked a few blocks to a quaint place called Lazara's Pizza Cafe, where I got a nice glass of Chardonnay and we chowed down on some honestly really amazing pizza.
I bet Chris Hansen's wife is really pissed that she left him now that he's famous. It's a weird way to start the video.
After dinner, we walked back to Bryant Park. There were even more people ice skating this time, but I was on a wine-induced mission to obtain cookie dough from this place I had seen earlier called Dough, a cookie dough stand.
Here, pull this side. $17. This better be fucking delicious. I could literally eat this whole thing right now. You can't just eat a half of it.
I was saving it.
Oh shit, that's good too.
Then we made our way to Times Square, where no one wanted to tell me I had mascara on my face. We didn't spend much time here because 1, it was cold, and 2, it was crowded, so we just made our way back to the hotel to sleep.
Good morning, it is day 2 in New York. Justin's being super cute over there. And he can't help it. I realized that I never filmed the room yesterday, so let me give you the grand tour. This is the door. That is my husband. There's a big old mirror. Hello. That's all our stuff. Here's the bathroom. Oh, Justin was pointing out that like someone had to lay each one of these individual tiles, and some of these little like half dots, I gotta find one. But look at how like small and insignificant some of these are. Someone had to go through and put all of them in like on the floor. There's like 3 random ones right there. Look at these. I commend their craftsmanship for sure. Here's the shower. Haven't used it yet, but there's a very tall ceiling and 2 shower heads, which it's fine. Oh yeah, there's the sink. There's all my makeup, which this is great because it has these little lights here, so I could actually like be illuminated while I'm doing my makeup, so that's the thing. But I didn't show you the best part is the view, honey. Oh, you can't really see. I gotta turn the lights off. The true view of New York City. It's my favorite part of this room, to be honest. So the plans today are, I think we're gonna go to brunch. Because we slept 14 hours. Well, I did anyway. You were awake in the middle of the night. And then I think we're gonna go down to like Battery Park, see the statue in the financial district and just hang out down there. And then tonight we have tickets to a comedy show. So That's the plan.
First stop on our list of fun stuff was brunch. We went to a cute place called Bedford & Co., where I got perhaps the thinnest slice of bread I've ever seen on top of a delicious salmon scramble and a peach Bellini, and Justin got eggs Benedict.
He just stabbed it.
After brunch, it was time to brave the New York City subway. We made our way to Grand Central Station, which was really beautiful and cool to see, and we found our train and made our way down to the One World Trade Center. I hadn't been to New York since 2005, and back then this area was nothing but a giant hole in the ground with the surrounding buildings still damaged from the events of 9/11. So it was really emotional to see how far this area had come since then. The architecture was absolutely beautiful, but even more beautiful was what they made out of those two holes in the ground. The first reflecting pool fountain was turned off due to high winds, but the other fountain was running for whatever reason. I'm just happy we got to see one of them running, and I got a serious kick in the feels to see that someone had put a rose on someone else's name. This experience was very solemn to Justin and I, but we were happy to have seen all of it. Afterwards, we made our way down to the financial district. I found this giant cube thing, and then we found the famous Charging Bull statue, which was absolutely surrounded by tourists taking pictures with it, so we moved on because ain't nobody got time for that. From there, we finally made it all the way down to Battery Park, where we bought tickets to board a water taxi. We figured this would be the best way to see the Statue of Liberty without actually having to book a tour and spend hours on the island. Plus, we'd get to see the Brooklyn Bridge and, of course, the New York City skyline. But while we were on this adventure, some chick literally fell into the East River from the docks, and our boat's captain went to the rescue while police arrived and stuff. She was trying to take a picture, probably for Instagram. That water was cold enough to kill her, so be careful, people. Oh my goodness. But anyway, yeah, we got to see all the pretty things and enjoyed ourselves on a boat ride back to the Midtown area. We walked back to the hotel, had a drink at the bar. By the way, the reason we were always going to this bar is because they gave us a free drink every day. And then we made our way down to the Comedy Cellar. They made us put our phones into a sealed bag, so I obviously couldn't film anything, but this was for a taping for a show on Comedy Central called This Week at the Comedy Cellar. I have no idea when it'll air, but it was a really great time. We made our way back to the subway and crashed at our hotel room. Day 3 was perhaps my favorite day spent in New York. We started off with a light breakfast at a place across the street from our hotel called Paris Baguette, and then made our way to the subway. We hopped on and ended up at Taco Bell! Just kidding, I just really love Taco Bell. But no, in fact, we made our way to the Urban Vegan Kitchen to meet up with one of my oldest friends, Rachie. We met on Habbo Hotel over 15 years ago, and she's been one of my most cherished friends ever since. And to celebrate our friendship, we made our way to the famous Friends building. Obviously, it was just the building that they took B-roll footage of, but this building is very important, okay? We continued on our journey and had many giggles along the way.
Here, I'm getting a video of you in front of the friends. Oh, well, it was Justin, but but you can be in front of it too. I was trying to clap on the side of this building. it didn't pay off very well. What is this pipe? Damn. Where does it go to? What does it do? This pipe.
No one knows you're Savannah's friend. So in the hundreds of Snapchats that I've taken of just Savannah, it's you.
Rachie has lived in New York for about 2 years, so she just took us around to some of her favorite places. We had a quick walk through Chelsea Market just so we could see everything.
I'm gonna make you guys my 1 second of the day though.
Oh, you're doing that? Aww.
And then we made our way up to the High Line, a park that runs almost 1.5 miles through the city. It used to be an old railroad track, but it was transformed into a public park in 2009.
Do an ollie.
Yeah, right?
There's a lot of cool views to take in from the High Line, and it's just a nice scenic walk.
Who's those ladies? Who's those ladies? You're not a lady.
I know.
I love you.
I love you too.
Afterwards, we started making our way back to a subway station where I swear this had to have been the world's longest escalator because we were on it for like many minutes. We got to see Rachie's super adorable dance studio, and we did whatever this was. And then we had to part ways. Our time with Rachie was unfortunately short-lived, but we were all super tired. So we made our way back to our hotel bar again to grab some tacos, Sammys, and brews, and then we took a nap. This is a theme for us. New York is tiring, okay? When we woke up, we wanted pizza, so we went around the corner to Joe's Pizza, a busy Times Square establishment, but damn, I tell you what, this pizza is hella good. We had some time to kill before our last stop of the night, so we ate our pizza and watched Harry Potter in our hotel room because it was on TV, and what else would we do? Come on. We decided we wanted a little bit more of the Times Square experience before our trip was over, so we made our way there for a final goodbye to the lights of the city. Every night at 11:57 p.m., Times Square has a midnight moment where most of the screens are taken over by some visual art for a few minutes. So even though it was honestly more underwhelming than I expected it to be, it was still cool to see. Also, it started raining for the first time during our trip, and it was honestly just a beautiful night. We woke up on our final morning in the city, and as I gazed out of our window at the gorgeous view of the city, I thought about where I wanted my last meal to be. I couldn't stop thinking about the breakfast sandwich I had the first morning, so we headed back there to say our final goodbyes before getting in an Uber and driving to the airport. All in all, I would say that I desperately wanted more time than we had there, and we're already planning our next adventure back to New York City. This is also a fantastic husband and wife bonding experience without our daughter, which we missed so much, but you know, sometimes you just need to get away from the kiddos. I am so blessed that we got to spend this time together in really what is the most amazing city in the world. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll smell you later. Bye!